Dave's shifty eyes. What's going on there? So we get a lot of comments. A lot of people will even email us and be like, yes, like, did you just consume that shit? A lot of people ask, like, what the hell are you thinking? Or they like to interject what they think you are thinking when I'm talking, especially when I go on like some, rant or monologue talk. It's fascinating to see what the consume last double decided, like, what is it that you are actually doing? Because you're not like learning skib style, like, what, this is something new. Your brain is not triggering off something has to be new here, like mine does, like the OE brain does. So can you talk about what is going on in that magical brain?
What it feels like my brain is doing when you're talking or somebody's talking, especially about a topic that is within our box, I think it's coming from the double activated organize. So it's like with sleep and blast, double activated NI. It's like I'm responsible to have a very organized worldview, which I do. And then it's also like masculine sensory. So it's like I'm laying the blocks down in Braille. That's the best way I could describe it. I'm not visually laying things out in my head. Not at all. Like I'm laying them out. It just feels like bricks in the dirt, in the dark, where everything is kind of laid out with Braille or by feel.
Yeah.
And so it's like when you're talking or someone else is talking or whatever, it's like my brain instantly has to be responsible to sort out this new information and compare it to the existing information.
That's what NI does.
Yeah, and so like when I'm watching myself on the editing, when I'm seeing my eyes, so I'm like, oh, what was I feeling there? What was I? I'm like, oh, I think I was just trying to like, I'm taking in what you're saying, which I'm like, but it's also like, I'm trying to like filter it way down. I'm trying to take in what you're saying as little as possible. Like if I could get the person to talk less, that'd be better, because it's like...
Because it's so much work to have to organize it.
Yeah, I want to slow down the pipe. I want to slow down, like, hey, talk less. Because it's like whatever you're saying, I have to quickly take all that and then sort it out and match it up.
Yes.
Match it up with existing information.
Yeah.
And then like, say a third of the information is like new. And so I'm like, And so like I have a bin for that. I go, I just like toss it over there. And then like I'll feel weird, like, oh shit, did anybody catch me?
Did I need anything there?
Anybody see that? I really wasn't listening
there
to that?
There you go. Yeah, it feels like not to be offensive, but it feels like the opposite of open-minded. Like my brain, and this is why I get so drained so fast, having the lead extroverted functions, my brain feels like this on top of this. I'm like responsible to be open and also responsible to see all of the variances and all of the intricacies, to see everything that is different. That is what my brain is responsible to do.
I can feel myself doing it right now.
You're like, how do I just clump that and narrow it? Yeah.
Like right now as you're talking, all I'm seeing or all I'm feeling inside of my head is like, I'm the kid with the Lego blocks, and I like bought everything that Lego sells, and I have all the Lego blocks.
So nothing is new. I have to find where this goes.
You're coming in, you're like, I have a new car, and I'm like sitting here in my room, and I have everything all sorted out and built up. And I'm looking at your new car. I'm like, okay, so that's red and blue. That's a small block that goes here. And I'm like just trying to like place everything.
Elimination.
It feels like a defragmenting on a computer. Like, okay, that goes, let me put that away. Let me put that away for you. Let me box that. Okay, they're done.
It wants to eliminate. And this is what's so interesting when I see people that have typed themselves, like everybody wants to be lead NI. It's like, are you playing an obsessively eliminating game where every new bit of information has to be like shoved away or forced into, okay, this is home, this is the repetitive, this is the routine, this is the monotonous, and that feels wonderful. For me, I'm like, what? How boring, I like open-minded is what my brain is like. That's the right way to go. I want to seek new. I want to see new. Variety is wonderful. So what it seems like you're doing, you just have these like buckets in your brain, and just everything I'm saying, what you're doing right now, you're just taking it and going, oh, that's the same thing as this. Oh, that's the same concept as this. So is that. This is the same. This is also the same.
Yeah.
You're not saying anything. And so, like, I hear you say the phrase all the time of no one is saying anything. Nobody is saying anything. And I'm like, okay, it took me a few years to be like, dude, well, it's because you're not listening. Yeah. No, you are listening.
The NI is also like generalizing it, making it like, oh, that sounds the same. That's very similar, or I know where that's going.
Yeah.
Which is, let me just kind of argue from my subjective point of view, is 90-something% true. People are really saying the same bullshit over and over again.
Right, it is.
But like when something new comes in, it just sneaks in, it sneaks past, and I don't notice. I'm like, oh, it's the same old stuff. Like, there's actually something new there.
Yes.
That would be beneficial, but because I'm just on autopilot, like same, it just slips on through.
That's your like factory. It's funny. It's like it feels like your buckets that you have in your brain are supposed to have all the same red color blocks.
Yeah.
But they have like multicolor, and I'll go in there. I'll be like, Dick, these are not all red. Yeah. These are all very different.
They're close enough. Magenta is pretty red. I remember Larry David, same type as me with Double Masculine. I remember
Yeah.
an interview that we had where he was yelling that he's like, I can't do the lines with the acting. He's like, I can't wait for the other person to say. I gotta go. I gotta talk. Like
Because he doesn't want to listen.
I'll feel that too with the blast. It's like, because then the blast is a whole other pain in the ass. We're just like, no, I know the answer.
Yeah.
I can say it. I can talk. Right. The thing that has helped like 1% is not so much like, let me build up my consume and let me try and listen and let me give a shit. It's like, not really. It's more of like, the more I take in the power away from like, my Lego blocks are kind of dumb. Like my worldview and my plan and all these things that I've organized, like who fucking cares?
Right.
I don't care anymore.
Let
It's
it
kind of
go.
stupid shit. So like the more I stop believing that my stuff is so fucking awesome, like it's really, because it's like, where's the problem coming from? It's like when you look at my function stack, it's like, god damn, you have double activated OI at the top. You're so fucked.
Right.
Anyways, the point is like, what fucking hope? It's like, oh my god, dial the fuck down on your savers are not so goddamn real. You know?
Everybody has it really bad. And I know we've said this a million times and this sounds so like cliche, but if you really
Listen to me. Like I do this all the time and if I go out and then Matthew has all his toys.
Okay, but I have to yell at you guys.
Okay, Linda, listen, Linda, listen.
Okay, what?
Like everything they do at this house, you can't trust everything at Grandma's house.
Okay,
Okay, then what?
then you're not listening to me.
Then you're not listening to me.
I asked you not to do something.
Linda, but listen to me. Look at, if we do something, if you get that bird thing off, you're gonna break it.
Okay, but I'm letting you know
But
that you
then
cannot.
Linda,
I'm.
Linda, look it.
You're not listening to me.
Linda,
Listen to me now. Listen to me now.
Listen to me.
No, you're not listening. I said no cupcakes, and you try to get cupcakes, and you try to ask Grandma.
Linda,
Didn't you?
Linda, look it. But Linda, honey, look at this. Right now, they can't do anything if we can't get everything out of the wall. If we're gonna break everything down.
I'm not breaking anything down. I'm just letting you know
Linda,
you cannot have cupcakes for dinner.
Linda, like this thing.
You need to listen to the things that I say because I'm the mom and I'm the
Linda,
adult.
listen to me.
I'm done arguing with you.
Linda, I'm done arguing with you.